I'm actually scared I might cry on this video because I just don't think I can convey how traumatizing it has been working there. I am here to give you the video you've been waiting for about how I quit my full-time job to go full-time with influencing. I've been at this job for 2 years. I was making a decent amount of money. I could easily afford my rent. I have 2 other roommates for context, but I live in LA and life costs money. My roommate and really close friend now, we actually met through our job. So for that, I am super grateful. For those of you who don't know what I did for the last 2 years, what my full-time job was, I worked for a digital bank. Let's nickname it Capital Bun. Make of that what you will. It's a digital bank in Los Angeles. I'll let you figure that out. Basically, the thing with Capital Bun, their whole mission is changing the way people think about banking, and it's supposed to be very like technology forward, which sounds like a beautiful concept, except when you work in a location that isn't protected the way a normal bank space is, but you've put your locations in very tourist populated areas, which also just so happen to be some of the most dangerous areas in LA. So the particular location I worked in was in Hollywood, California. For those of you who aren't familiar with Hollywood, there is this space called the Boulevard. Hollywood Boulevard is where all the tourists go. It is incredibly dangerous. Like, as an LA native, I've always known that it's not a place that I wanted to hang out in, but when you spend an extended amount of time there, you see some of the worst stuff. I am talking about people doing in the bathrooms inside of where you work, arguments, nudity, all types of odors, like just violence and drugs and blood, just from someone who jumped from a very tall building all the way down, and the blood is just left there for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. I am talking about some of the most traumatizing things you could possibly envision. Domestic, like, you see everything there, and you see that on a loop 40 hours a week, every week for 2 years. It is absolutely draining. And I think what kept me there initially was, one, I was so excited. I was just happy to be doing something that was relatively easy, you know, helping people get a better understanding of how to do banking online and just kind of like being social. It's very easy for me to be social. However, what's not easy is when I am put in positions where I feel like I now have to act as if I am a police officer and I am filling out reports every single day because there are so many incidents that happen every single day within the workplace. Whether it be a man threatening to you or do sexual acts, stalkers, people chasing me, like, it just has really been a really time there. And on top of that, it was not helpful that my manager, who should be supporting me, uplifting me, making me feel, you know, better about where I am, it actually made going there every single day. Oh my God, I don't want to be like crying on camera. It just made going there every single day was literally like hell on earth. Like, I just felt so unsupported, so unsafe every single day. And I always felt like my manager and some of my peers and just, you know, some people within the company always wanted to kind of mold me into some corporate robot. And I just was not comfortable with accepting that. And I think it makes me emotional now talking about it because I don't know. I almost feel sorry for past Kayla. Like, it was literally only a week ago. And I didn't even want to film this video right after it happened because I don't think it fully has processed. Like, I feel so traumatized from this place that I almost feel like I still have to clock in sometime soon. And I'm just so grateful that I'm able to be in a position where I don't have to come in there anymore because it's just been so hard. Like, I just feel like my friends and family, yeah, I know that they're all kind of a little skeptical and stuff, and they're kind of like, hey, like, what are you gonna do now? And I'm telling them, like, I'm gonna do influencing full time. And I get it. It's a relatively new industry, and it seems a little crazy for me to be like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do full time. But I just don't think anybody, or I know that my friends and family saw how miserable I was every day I had to go there. Like, the amount of panic attacks and nightmares and just so much traumatic stuff that I had to endure going there. I honestly need to do like a tell-all documentary or something on that place because I just feel like it was just so bad. And then I also feel like we were made to feel bad for acknowledging that it wasn't normal to feel that way within your workplace. I literally signed up to assist people with online banking, open credit cards, other various bank accounts, checking accounts, savings accounts, not to literally fight for my life every single day and have to always be an advocate for my safety when I felt like the company I was working for and our manager was not doing that for me. So I'm not gonna spend this entire video bashing anybody that I worked with. I met some really beautiful souls there, which I intend to keep in contact with on social media. You know who you are, guys. Again, I met one of my closest friends now, but I just feel like I don't want it to be, like, I don't want to sit up here and be like super victim and like cry and stuff on camera. That's why I kind of caught myself. But I definitely can say that, like, even now, I still just had a nightmare the other night from that place of a man harassing me because it just never felt safe, you know? Like, it was one of those weird spaces where they're like, okay, we are a bank, but we also have a coffee shop inside. So that means that we're gonna have guards, but we're gonna give them certain limitations. So they can't fully protect you if they really need to. We're gonna tell everyone it's a bank, but we're not going to enforce certain bank rules, meaning we literally can let any and everyone come in and just kind of like harass us. Okay, so this is me after filming that, and I just realized that I have something right here on my mouth the entire video. Please ignore that and listen to the message. Restrict this individual from coming into the space. But anyways, I don't want to get into the details too much of exactly what I did or didn't do. I worked for a digital bank. It was incredibly dangerous. The location is terrible. Some of the people I worked with were just really negative spirits, especially my manager. And that sucks because I really did like him when I first started. But I feel like we were just often butting heads because he was really driven by corporate incentives and I am driven by passion and fulfillment. So for me, I like to be authentic. It's important to me. It's important to me that my integrity remains intact regardless of what I'm doing. I don't care what the incentive is. I don't care if I don't move up. I don't care if I get a pay raise. I don't care if it doesn't look right to you. I am a naturally social person, so when someone's telling me certain ways that I have to conduct myself in social situations, certain things that I need to say, or I have to do kind of petty workaround things like sending documents to get people in trouble, it feels very sneaky, it feels very vindictive, and it really just doesn't align with who I am inside. Fortunately, while I was working there, I was able to put basically every check I've ever made from influencing into a savings account. And so I've been able to make a pretty good savings just from the deals that I've been able to make, as well as putting away some of my checks when I worked there so that I could give myself a little bit of a cushion when I did quit. Because as we know, when you're doing content creation, when you're an influencer, your income is very unstable. I know that sounds crazy and a little scary to some people. What I mean by unstable is I just mean, like, with my job, I would expect to get a certain amount in a check every 2 weeks. I have PTO. I know I can take my vacations. I know how much sick time I have. With influencing and working for yourself, you don't exactly know what you're going to make every single month, but the earning potential is unlimited. 1 month I could make $2,400. The next month I could make $10,000. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's a very lucrative career, but fortunately I'm pretty good with saving my money, budgeting my money. I don't want to say budget. I hate the word budget. It sounds limiting. But fortunately, I'm pretty good with saving my money and knowing how to invest it back into what I do. And even more fortunately, I've been able to make really good contacts with other creators and brands. So I feel really confident. And the funny thing is, literally the day that I put in my 2 weeks notice, I got another deal, and I'm actually trying to work on negotiating that right now so that I can get it to basically match a month's salary for me. So I'll let you guys know if that goes through. You'll know. But even if that one doesn't go through, I know that there is an abundance of money in this content creator world. And now that I have more time to work on content creation, I am so excited to see what comes out. I am so excited to collaborate with other people. I have a collaboration that I think I want to do at the end of this month with a bunch of other creatives. I'm just excited to go full force into this, and I am so grateful to my community, to you guys, to people on Instagram, to TikTok, to everyone, to every creator that I've met, to my friends, to my family, for everyone just kind of supporting me, even though I sound crazy every time I talk about doing this full time. I am so grateful. And to that, I'm also grateful for the experiences, the not so great experiences that I even had at the job, to push me into taking a leap and taking that risk and actually going full-time with content. I hope that answered you guys' questions. Let me know if you have any other questions about what I'm doing now, what I did at my job. You can always comment them below and let me know what video you want to see next. I'm not really sure if I want to do a vlog next, if I want to do a fashion related video, or if I want to do another social media tips video. Let me know in the comments which one you want to see next. And until then, you can check out my most recent video right here. And thank you so much for watching. As always, I am so grateful for my community. Bye.